We chase shadows, believing they are the source of light. We offer paper when the soul craves presence. This misunderstanding is the cause of so much silent suffering in our connections. What if the keys to a woman's heart were never in your wallet? What if they were always within you, waiting to be discovered? Stay until the end, because the final secret is the one that binds all the others together. True presence. We must first understand what it means to be present. In our modern world, we have confused attention with presence. You can give someone your attention while your mind is 1,000 miles away, lost in anxieties about the future or regrets about the past. You can be looking at a person, nodding and hearing sounds, but you are not truly with them. This is a hollow gift. It is like offering an empty cup. True presence is the complete offering of your awareness in this one single moment. It is the feeling that for this period of time nothing else in the universe exists but this shared space between you. It is a form of deep listening, not just to words, but to the silence between them. It is feeling the energy of the person in front of you. This quality of presence is rarer and more precious than any amount of money. Why? Because money is a renewable resource, an invention of the mind. Your time, your life force is finite. Each moment you are alive is a moment that will never come again. To consciously choose to gift one of these irreplaceable moments in its full and undivided purity to another human being is the ultimate act of generosity. It communicates something profound. It says, "You are worthy of my life." A woman, like any human being, feels this on a level deeper than thought. She feels seen, valued, and safe in a way that no material possession could ever replicate. It is the feeling of being truly witnessed. Think of it like this: you can buy someone the most expensive meal in the world, you can sit in a beautiful restaurant, but if your mind is on your phone, on your business, on your problems, the food has no taste and the company is empty. The experience is forgotten. But you can also share a simple bowl of rice in a simple room, and if you are completely present, with a calm mind and an open heart, that simple meal becomes a sacred ceremony. A memory is forged that lasts a lifetime. This is the power you cultivate when you train your mind to be still, to be here, now. It is a power that money cannot touch. It is the foundation of all meaningful connection. Cultivating this presence is not a trick. It is a discipline. It requires practice just like any other skill. It is the practice of returning your awareness again and again to the present moment. When you are with her, are you truly with her? Or are you with your thoughts about her? Are you with your desires, your expectations, your fears? To offer true presence is to let go of all of that and simply be. To be a space of quiet awareness in which she can also just be. This is a sanctuary. In a world that is constantly pulling and demanding, to offer someone a moment of pure, undistracted, unconditional presence is to offer them a moment of peace. This is a gift of the spirit, and it is priceless. Inner stillness. Now we explore a quality that grows directly from presence, inner stillness. Our world is one of constant noise, not just externally, but internally. The mind is a turbulent ocean, tossed by waves of desire, aversion, anxiety, and excitement. We are constantly reacting to the world around us, pulled in every direction by our untamed thoughts and emotions. To seek stability in such a world is a natural human instinct. Many believe that money creates this stability. It can buy a secure house, a reliable car, a safety net, but this is an external security. It is fragile. It can be lost. And more importantly, it cannot quiet the storm inside the mind. A mansion can feel like a prison if the mind that inhabits it is in chaos. Inner stillness is a different kind of safety. It is a stability that is cultivated within. It is the ability to remain centered and calm, regardless of the external circumstances. It is not about being unfeeling or emotionless. It is the opposite. It is about having a mind that is so spacious, so vast, that it can hold all emotions, joy, sadness, anger, fear, without being overthrown by them. A person who has cultivated this inner stillness is like a deep lake. The surface may ripple with the winds of life, but the depths remain undisturbed, tranquil. To be in the presence of such a person is to feel a profound sense of safety. It is to feel that you can bring your own inner storms, your own chaos, and they will not be judged or rejected, but simply held in a space of calm acceptance. This is a form of strength that is deeply reassuring. When a woman is with a man who is easily angered, easily flustered, or constantly lost in anxiety, she feels she has to manage not only her own emotional state, but his as well. It is exhausting. It creates a sense of instability. She cannot truly relax because she does not know what will set him off. But a man who has mastered his own inner world, who is not a slave to his every impulse and reaction, offers a sanctuary. He becomes a harbor in the storm. His stillness is a non-verbal promise. Whatever happens, we will be okay. I will not lose myself, and therefore I will not lose you. This stillness cannot be bought. It is the hard-won prize of self-observation, of discipline, of letting go. It comes from facing your own demons and learning not to fight them, but to understand them. It comes from the practice of meditation, of mindfulness, of spending time in silence. It is a form of spiritual wealth that makes material wealth seem insignificant by comparison. It communicates a deep reliability. A woman knows on an intuitive level that this man's character is not built on the shifting sands of fortune or public opinion, but on a solid bedrock of inner peace. This is a foundation upon which a life of genuine trust and intimacy can be built. Shared path. There is a fundamental difference between a goal and a path. A goal is a destination, an endpoint. It is often external, like acquiring a certain amount of money, a house, or a title. Once you reach it, the journey is over and you must find a new goal to avoid a sense of emptiness. A path, however, is a direction. It is a way of living, a process of continuous becoming. It has no final destination because the path itself is the purpose. To find another person who is committed to walking a similar path is one of the most profound forms of connection a human being can experience. It is a bond that money, with all its focus on destinations and acquisitions, cannot create. This is not about having identical interests or hobbies. It is not about liking the same music or movies. It is much deeper. It is about sharing a fundamental orientation toward life. It is about a shared commitment to growth, to integrity, to kindness, to wisdom. When two people are on a shared path, they are not just partners in life's practicalities. They are companions on a spiritual journey. They are committed to helping each other become the best versions of themselves. They understand that challenges and difficulties are not obstacles to their happiness, but are in fact part of the path itself, opportunities to practice, to learn, and to deepen their character. A relationship based on goals is transactional. If you give me this, I will give you that. It is conditional. A relationship based on a shared path is transformational. It is a covenant. It says, I see the direction you are walking, and it inspires me. It is the same direction I wish to walk. Let us walk it together. Let us support each other when the way is difficult and remind each other of the path when we stray. This creates a sense of meaning and purpose that permeates every aspect of the relationship. Life is no longer just a series of events to be gotten through, but a meaningful pilgrimage undertaken with a trusted companion. This is secretly profoundly attractive because it transcends the superficial. A woman or any conscious being yearns for meaning. We want our lives to count for something more than just survival or pleasure, to meet a man who is not just drifting through life, but is consciously on a path of self-cultivation and purpose, is to meet someone who is truly alive. To be invited to walk that path with him is to be offered a role in a beautiful, unfolding story. It is an invitation to build not just a life, but a legacy of shared values. This kind of partnership, this shared journey, is a treasure that enriches the soul in a way that no amount of money ever could. Unwavering strength. We must redefine our understanding of strength. The common idea of strength is one of force, of dominance, of aggression. It is the ability to impose your will on the world. This is a brittle and shallow form of strength. It is often born of insecurity and fear. There is another kind of strength, an unwavering strength that is far more powerful and far more rare. This is the strength that comes from self-mastery. It is the strength of discipline, of integrity, of quiet resilience. It is the strength to be gentle, the strength to be vulnerable, and the strength to be true to your principles, even when it is difficult. This is the strength that inspires deep trust and admiration. Think of the difference between a rock and a bamboo. A rock is hard and rigid. It resists, but with enough force it shatters. Bamboo, however, is flexible. It bends with the wind, but it does not break. After the storm passes, it returns to its upright position. This is unwavering strength. It is not the absence of difficulty, but the ability to endure it with grace and flexibility. A man who possesses this strength does not need to shout to be heard. He does not need to use force to prove his power. His power is internal. It is the quiet authority that comes from knowing himself, from having conquered his own inner chaos. This strength manifests in his actions. It is the strength of integrity, of his word being his bond. When he says he will do something, he does it. Not because of a potential reward or punishment, but because it is his nature. It is the strength of emotional discipline. He is not a slave to his moods. He can feel anger without becoming cruel. He can feel fear without becoming a coward. He can feel desire without becoming its puppet. This self-control is not a form of repression. It is a form of freedom. It is the freedom from being controlled by your own lower nature. A woman feels this as a profound sense of safety. She knows she is with a man who is the master of his own ship, not a passenger tossed about by the waves. This kind of strength is forged in the fires of self-discipline. It is built day by day through small acts of courage and commitment. It is choosing the harder right over the easier wrong. It is facing discomfort for the sake of growth. Money can buy the appearance of strength. Expensive suits, powerful cars, a commanding presence. But this is a costume. True, unwavering strength is in the character of the man. It is a quality of his very being. It is the silent, powerful reassurance that he can be depended upon, not just to provide, but to protect, to guide, and to persevere with honor. This is a strength that the woman's soul recognizes and deeply respects. Effortless joy. In our pursuit of happiness, we often mistake pleasure for joy. Pleasure is external. It is something we get from an object, a substance, an experience. We eat a delicious meal, we buy a new thing, we receive a compliment. It is a temporary high, and once it fades, we must seek another one. This constant seeking of pleasure is a form of suffering because it is a race that can never be won. Joy, however, is different. Joy is internal. It is not something you get. It is something you are. It is a state of being that arises from a mind that is at peace. It is the natural condition of a spirit that is not burdened by excessive attachments, aversions, or delusions. It is an effortless joy. A person who has cultivated this joy does not need a reason to be happy. Their happiness is not dependent on external conditions. They can find a sense of wonder and contentment in the simplest things. The warmth of the sun, the taste of clean water, the sound of birdsong, a shared smile with a stranger. This is not a childish naivete, it is a profound wisdom. It is the understanding that the source of true happiness is not out there to be found, but in here to be uncovered. They have let go of the heavy burden of needing the world to be a certain way in order to feel at peace. This makes them incredibly light to be around. To be with someone who is constantly chasing pleasure is draining. Their happiness is always conditional, always resting on the next acquisition or experience. There is a constant pressure to provide that next hit of stimulation. But to be with a person who embodies effortless joy is liberating. They bring their own light to every situation. Their presence is a gift, not a demand. They are able to laugh freely, to be playful without being foolish, and to see the beauty in the ordinary. This joy is contagious. It lifts the spirits of everyone around them. It is a reminder that life does not have to be a grim struggle. A woman, like any human, is drawn to this lightness of being. It is a sign of immense inner freedom. A man who can generate his own joy is not needy. He does not look to her or to his money or to his status to make him happy. He is already whole. His desire to be with her comes not from a place of lack, but from a place of abundance. He wants to share his joy, not extract it from her. This is a completely different dynamic. It creates a relationship that is based on freedom and shared delight rather than on dependence and obligation. This effortless joy is the beautiful fragrance of a well-cultivated soul, and it is more intoxicating than any perfume money can buy. Mutual growth. And so we arrive at the final insight, the one that gives meaning to all the others. The greatest gift you can offer another human being is not your presence, your stillness, your path, your strength, or your joy as a finished product. The greatest gift is the sincere and active commitment to their growth and the humility to allow them to contribute to yours. This is mutual growth. It is the understanding that a true partnership is not about two complete individuals coming together, but about two evolving individuals committing to the shared journey of becoming more. It is the most powerful and sacred form of love, and it is something that money can never ever purchase. In fact, money often hinders it. A relationship based on comfort and security can easily lead to stagnation. We stop challenging each other. We avoid difficult conversations. We allow each other to remain in our comfortable patterns, even if those patterns are limiting our potential. But a relationship dedicated to mutual growth is dynamic, alive, and courageously honest. It means you love someone so much that you are willing to act as a mirror for them, gently and compassionately showing them the parts of themselves they cannot see. And it means you trust them enough to allow them to do the same for you without becoming defensive or resentful. It is a promise to never let each other settle for less than what you are capable of becoming. This is the ultimate expression of value. To say to another, I see the magnificent potential within you, the person you are striving to be, and I want to dedicate my energy to helping you realize it, is the highest compliment. It is a declaration of faith in their soul. This is not about fixing someone. You cannot fix another person. It is about creating a safe and supportive environment where they feel inspired and empowered to do their own inner work. It is about celebrating their victories, supporting them through their failures, and always holding the highest vision for who they can be, especially when they forget it themselves. This transforms a relationship from a simple arrangement into a living, breathing crucible of transformation. It is the highest purpose of human connection, to aid one another in the journey of awakening. All the other qualities, presence, stillness, strength, are the tools you develop within yourself in order to be a worthy partner in this sacred work. This is what the human heart secretly yearns for above all else. Not to be bought, not to be owned, not even just to be loved as we are, but to be inspired and supported in the lifelong journey of becoming more. This is the ultimate wealth, a shared treasure that grows richer with every passing year. This path is not easy. It requires you to first focus on your own cultivation. You cannot give what you do not have. The journey is not about learning tricks to attract a woman. It is about becoming the kind of man who naturally embodies these qualities. It is about transforming your own being so that your very presence becomes a gift. It is a shift from seeking to get to striving to give. And in that giving, you will find you receive more than you could ever have imagined. For years, I focused on my career, thinking that providing financial security was the ultimate expression of love and the key to a woman's heart. This video just shattered that entire worldview in the most gentle, profound way possible. The concept of inner stillness as a form of safety hit me like a ton of bricks. I've been offering a loud, fancy house when she was probably just craving a quiet mind to rest in. Thank you for this. I have a lot of inner work to do.